Hello Nantucket, I'd like to share with you all the ways that you can register to vote for the November election or the means in which you can cast your ballot for the November 3rd general election. All the information I'm about to share with you is either on our website or the Secretary of the Commonwealth's website as well. Before I explain the various methods with you can cast your ballot for November, I would just like to detail how you may register to vote if you're not, or to check your voter registration status. Currently, to register to vote, you can go online to the Secretary of Commonwealth's webpage and register to vote electronically online. If this is not a method that's open to you, you can also call or email our office and we will gladly mail you a paper voter registration form. If you happen to have an RMV appointment, you can also register to vote at the RMV. And lastly, we will be holding open to the public voter registration on the deadline to register to vote for the November election, which is Saturday, October 24th. The in-person voter registration on that day will be at the town building from 2 to 4 and 6 to 8 p.m. per Massachusetts election laws. To confirm your voter registration status, you can also go online to the Secretary of Commonwealth's page, or you may call and email us at the office and we'd be happy to help you. The next question you might have is how you can cast your ballot for the November election, and there are 3 ways in which you can do so. The first way I'm going to detail is the tried and true old way that most of us know, which is to go to the polls on Tuesday, November 3rd. The polls will be open at Nantucket High School from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. per usual, and if the students are back in school, they won't be there that day. It will be an in-service day. The polls will be set up socially distantly as they were for the June 2020 election, and many people found that to be comfortable for them. However, if you don't, the second way to cast your ballot is to vote early by mail. Many of you have already chosen to do so, well over 1/3 of our electorate. The first way you can do this, you may have received this card in the mail from the Secretary of the Commonwealth. You can fill out this card if you haven't already. You can drop it in our new drop box at our 16 Broad Street entrance that is checked several times a day and no postage is required. Or you can mail it back to us, of course. There is also, if you don't have your postcard, there's also an online vote by mail form. Again, this is downloadable from our website or the Secretary of the Commonwealth's website. You can return it the same way as the card, or you can ask us to mail you one if you're not able to download one. The last day to apply for a mail-in ballot is Wednesday, October 28th, but I would urge you not to wait that long. The last way to cast a ballot for the November election is to vote early in person, and there will be 14 straight days of vote early in person at the Town and County Building, 16 Broad Street, beginning Saturday, October 17th, and ending Friday, October 30th. The hours are on our website or on this screen. How this will look is you will come in the Federal Street door. There will be 10 socially distant booths set up in the hallway, and you will exit through the South Water Street door. Massachusetts has given many ways for you to cast your ballot in November in response to this pandemic. In closing, I'd just like to answer a few questions that we've been getting a lot at the office. One of the questions we've been getting is, when will our ballot be mailed? The state will mail the local town and city clerks the ballots no later than 3 weeks prior to the election, and we aim to get them immediately out to you. Another question is, when will the ballots be tabulated? In Nantucket, all of the ballots, whether vote by mail, voting at the polls, or voting early in person at the office, are tabulated on election day in the tabulators at the polls. Another question that we are getting is, may I come and vote at the polls if I have requested a vote by mail ballot? The answer to that is, if we have received and logged your ballot in as received back at the office, you may not. However, if you have not returned your ballot or we have not received it, you can indeed vote at the polls on election day. We are here for you with any questions that you may have. Please call or email us, and please exercise your right to vote. Thank you.